Hey, what's up, guys? It's Larry B. I wanted to put out a quick benchmark video for State of Decay 2 on the Ryzen 3 2200G. This is kind of a complimentary video to my full review of the Ryzen 3 2200G, which I'm currently still working on. I'm hoping to have that finished by Friday, but I wanted to get this video out before the release of the game for anyone with who already has a Ryzen 3 2200G that would like to know whether or not it runs on that system and how well it runs. Okay, for the test system, I'm running the Ryzen 3 2200G with onboard graphics, 16 gigs of 3200 RAM at low and medium settings. Okay, as a quick disclaimer, I want to say that I did not record the gameplay footage on the Ryzen 3 2200G. I was getting like kind of stuttery playback when I tried that. I just basically dialed in the same settings on my main system and then recorded off of that. For our first test, we're going to use the low preset at 1080p. This is with 16 gigs of RAM. For the results, we have an average frame rate of almost 60 FPS, 59.9, with a 1% low of 40 FPS. Overall, the gameplay was extremely smooth and responsive, though the actual visual quality was pretty much what I'd call potato. My suggestion here would actually be to kind of run a mix of low and medium settings, which is what I ended up testing. I didn't benchmark, but I was able to hold pretty much 60 FPS with a mixture of low, medium. I didn't go any deeper than that. You could very well mix high, low, medium, ultra settings and still keep around that 60 FPS frame rate. Okay, so increasing our preset from low to medium saw a significant reduction in average FPS. We went from around 60 FPS with low to 31.6 FPS on medium, with a average low of 23.3 FPS. Overall, the gameplay felt very sluggish at a full medium preset, and I would say it was not a very ideal experience. It was playable. It played smooth at these settings, but it just was clearly not as enjoyable as just playing at a slightly higher FPS that if you were to run it at low, you would get. I would once again personally suggest that you did a mixture of low, medium, and maybe high and ultra settings and try to pull your FPS to around the 40-45 range, and you'll probably be a lot happier than just running it straight medium or straight low. For system resource usage during the test, we saw a CPU usage of around 50%. RAM usage was around 5 gigabytes, using slightly more RAM at the medium preset. VRAM usage was around 1.2 gigabyte on both tests. The CPU temperature maxed out at 59 Celsius. I didn't really distinguish between the two tests. That's just the max temperature the CPU hit while I was doing my benchmarks. As far as the time spent in each benchmark, I was looking at probably about 20, maybe 20 to 25 minutes at each benchmark. All right, guys, so there you have it. That's a quick benchmarking / review of the Ryzen 3 2200G running State of Decay 2 at low and medium settings. Well, that's all I have for now. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And other than that, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll have the full benchmark of my Ryzen 3 2200G by the end of this week.